Hello and welcome to the transcription explanation of this design. It was done using Loren Sherman's script, which uses a combination of dots and lines on these 4 different stems to make our consonants. And vowels are these smaller circles, and they have different positions depending upon what vowel they are and if they're attached on one of these 4 consonant stems. So here's a nifty diagram that shows all possible vowel and consonant combinations. So if we take a look at this A here, this is an A by itself on the word circle line. And then here we have a deep divot or a B stem with an A on it, a J stem or a circle within the word circle with an A on it, a T or a shallow divot stem with an A on it, and a TH or a circle on the line of the word circle with an A on it. So this, if it was a word, would be read like th, because you read bottom counterclockwise. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop to our design. And this design has no punctuation in it, but there are numbers. I'll get to the numbers when I get to the numbers. So here's the bottom of the word circle, and here is our first word. And I did these 2 words with this decorative like little dot 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 like line on it just to help these words stand out a little bit from the numbers going around here, to put a little bit more emphasis on them and make them visually unique. But this is like an optional decoration kind of a line here. Same thing with this thick line here and this one here. Because this design I wanted a little extra pizzazz, and again to put emphasis on these 2 names. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start reading our first name. The word circle doesn't start until here. This is our actual word circle, and here's the bottom of the word circle, and these are the first letters we hit. It's a double line, so it's a double letter, and since the lines are the same thickness, it's the same letter twice. So they're both this row because it has a circle inside the word circle. So these are both J stems, but there are 1, 2, 3 dots closest to this stem. So that makes it an L. A double L to be specific, because it has 2 lines, so it's a double letter and it's a double L. So double L, and then we have an O because it's a small circle inside the word circle, so like that. Oh, in this diagram, this is the word circle line, and these are the consonant stems to show kind of the rough position of the vowels relative to that. So double L, O, and then we have a circle on the line of the word circle with 2 dots close to it. Even though this is a chain of 5 dots, there's 2 dots in this one and 1, 2, 3 dots closest to this one. So these 2 dots go here, making it a Y, and then these 3 dots go on the deep divot, making it a D. So that's our first name. And then we have our first date. So this is the first number we see, second number, third number. Numbers can be overlapped, unlike words. If you overlap a word, it looks like a shallow divot stem, so we don't overlap words because then it looks like that shallow divot stem. But numbers can be overlapped, and we count things that are in the space between the digit rings here as the value of that digit. So we have 2 digit rings in this guy, so 1 digit ring, 2 digit rings before our decimal point. And in these digit rings, we have 1 line passing through this one, and this is just that interrupting line. It doesn't continue through, so we don't count things that aren't in a continued digit ring, but 1 in this place, and then 0 in the next place. So this is a 1, 0. So 1 in the 10th place and a 0 in the 1's place makes this number 10. Okay, and here we have our next number, because continuing counterclockwise, this is the next one we hit. In this ring, we have another 1. And in this ring, we have another 1. So this is a 1, 1. So 11, and then the decimal point. And then we have our last number, which is a big number. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 digit rings, so this is a 4-digit number. And in this outermost ring, we have 1 line passing through. These lines don't count because they're the rings of this circle of this. These are digit rings and they don't count. So this is a different number, so we don't count these lines. Plus this ring breaks, so it doesn't count. And then nothing else passes through. So just 1 line passing through this ring. And then in this ring, we have 1, 2 lines, 3 lines, 4 lines, and a dot. Dots, either open or closed, count as 5. It doesn't matter if it's open or closed, but a dot counts as 5. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 in the next column, so in the hundreds column. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 5 is 9. So this is another 9. I just did this ring open to make it visually different because that looks nice, I think. And then in the last digit ring, we have nothing. So that's a 0. So we have 1, 9, 9, 0 for our next date. And then Continuing around here, I have our next name. So, bottom of the name circle here, here's our actual word circle. Just decoration here, decoration, more decoration, yay, added embellishments. And then we have our first letter here. Again, it's a double letter because it's a double line and the lines are the same thickness, so it's the same letter, just like this, except they're both vowels because they're small and they're outside the word circle, so they're double A. So AA, continuing around here, we have our next letter. It is an L because it has 3 dots in a circle inside the circle, just like this double L with 1, 2, 3 dots closest to that stem. So AAL, and then we have an I with a line going towards the middle. And these lines, they can curve, they can be straight, it doesn't matter, so long as they end on where they're supposed to end. And if it's an I, it's got to start coming out of the middle of the circle. So notice how they all go towards the middle. That's how you tell an I from a U, where they go outwards. So this goes inwards. So I, and then we have 1, 2 dots on this Y, just like this Y, with an A attached to it. So A would be outside the word circle, but still inside that letter stem. And then we have this last letter here. It's a deep divot, and this is a sneaky line because it looks like a circle, but it's just lines on this H because it ends here and it ends here. So it ends twice on this, so that makes it an H. So an H is the last letter of this name, so AALIYAH is this next name. And then continuing around here, we have our next number. It's another 1, 0, because this 1 passes through here, and there's nothing in this line. And then we have a 1, and then 5, 6, 7. So 17 is this next number. And then here we have 1, 2. This is an interrupting line, and nothing in this one, so just 2 here. Nothing in here at all whatsoever, because this is just the overlap, So there's nothing in the 3rd row, but in the 4th row we have 1, and in the, this is 3rd. And then in the 4th row we have 1. So here we have 2, 0, 1, 1. So 2011 is this last number. So yeah, that is this design. I think it looks really awesome, and I hope you love it. I hope this explanation makes a bit of sense, too. The trickiest things are the numbers. Numbers are weird, but I can be blamed for that. So, I can. I said I can. It sounded like I can. I can be blamed for that because Loren adopted my number system. This is my number system that's on Loren's script. I'm credited there. Yay, I'm that, Sirkles. So, yeah, blame me for hard-to-read numbers, but they look cool. Bye.